Here we are, guys, the big day. We've been working up to this all month. Today we are going to tackle painting live tulips. So I went ahead and started with my drawing, trying to get some of those values and placement of shapes. I used my Viewfinder to double check that I liked the arrangement. There we are, using the Viewfinder. I thought that looked pretty nice. I also used it to help me draw, in that I looked for where items came close to the edge of the frame, and I put tick marks on my painting to remember those spots. Like that bottom tulip comes very close to the very bottom of the frame there, and what, about a quarter of the way in from the left, and so I put a tick mark. And then the top tulip, tick mark about a third maybe of the way from the left and a little bit below the top. Next, I mixed my color puddles, because we're going to go ahead in this fashion that we've been practicing, painting in the big shapes first. And you can probably guess what these colors are. I don't even need to point them out. The green is for the leaves. The lightest color is for the background. I have a brown for the tabletop and a dark blue for the vase, and kind of a cad red, a little bit darker than a cad red for the orange tulips, and yellow for the yellow tulips. Darkest shapes first. I've gone ahead and blocked in the vase and the leaves. Third dark shape painted in the box that the setup's on. When I mix a puddle of paint, it's way darker than it needs to be. So I went ahead and lightened it up in the middle of painting it, which is okay to do. And I also painted over a part that has a fold of fabric on it that I thought, it being so much lighter than the box, I might have problems with later. So you can see I went ahead and I just took my paper towel and wiped some of that off, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing you can do with oil. Here are the flower shapes blocked in. And then my last step will be to paint in the background, because it's the lightest shape. There you have it, the finished block in. Next step is to start on the tulips. Since the table's not going anywhere, or the box that everything's setting on, it's not going to change. The background's not going to change, but by golly, those tulips are. So I'm going to start on the tulips that I find the most interesting, or maybe the easiest, I'm hoping to paint, because there's obvious value differences in this one here and this one here. There's a nice dark shadow on the inner part of the tulip right there, and in this one here. So I'm going to do a lot of squinting, looking for shifts in value and temperature. The tulips are at a good stage now where I'm going to move on and work on the leaves. Okay, so I've gotten the leaves to a certain point. I'm not 100% happy with them, or feel I'm quite finished with them yet, but I think they're at a good point where I can move on to something else now. So the decision is what to work on next. The most interesting thing over there is the vase now. So, let's go for the vase. This is as far as I'm going to take it. I wouldn't say it's my best painting of tulips, but hopefully there was something helpful for you here. I kind of took off and finished it while you weren't looking. I decided to just indicate some of the designs in the fabric. Those were kind of fun and hopefully not distracting. And I had a lot of fun with the bottle. Some good reflections. I wonder if you can see that the tulips, it's gotten late enough in the afternoon that the tulips are now starting to close again. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in class.